Why ain't nobody talking about the fact that those Diddy tunnels go to Hugh Hefner's house? Allegedly. He lives right around the corner. Why ain't nobody talking about that?
Allison Carter recently dropped some jaw-dropping revelations about P. Diddy, or as she now refers to him, Pig Diddy, and his infamous Pig Night Party. According to Allison, these events, allegedly held at the Playboy Mansion, were far more than just wild celebrity get-togethers. They supposedly involved deeply unsettling fetish activities that are hard to even fathom. The allegations paint a disturbing picture that, if true, could represent some of the most shocking accusations tied to Diddy yet. Allison alleged that partygoers, reportedly including both boys and girls, were not allowed to eat during these gatherings. And here's the truly harrowing part. If anyone did eat, they were allegedly forced into disturbing acts like vomiting and consuming their own vomit. The claims become even more appalling when she alleged that some were made to defecate and sit in their own feces as part of the twisted entertainment. These accusations are not only revolting, but raise significant questions about the potential for systematic abuse within these exclusive circles. What's even more heartbreaking is the emotional toll this must have taken on Allison and, potentially, others who may have suffered through similar experiences. If these allegations are true, they underscore the necessity of addressing the long-term impacts of trauma, particularly when it stems from abuse at such an intimate and violating level. Online, concerned individuals have begun rallying around Allison, offering her emotional support and urging authorities to investigate these claims further. Several online sleuths have even taken matters into their own hands, digging into the background of these parties to uncover additional evidence. Their findings, as shocking as they are, appear to lend credibility to some of Allison's claims.
The victims' lives get turned around when the predators' lives want to just get announced. You slap them on the wrist and you bring up every source of trauma for the victim. But nobody wants to stop and think about that. We're not talking about the victims that are still going through this right now with other people who are running to cover their and deleting their...
What's even more alarming is her assertion that these grotesque acts are not just relics of the past. They are allegedly still ongoing, involving vulnerable children. This raises serious concerns about the lack of accountability and attention to these claims within powerful circles. It's high time we address these issues head-on and ensure that voices like Allison's are not ignored. If what she's saying is accurate, then what's happening behind closed doors in Hollywood needs to be exposed, dismantled, and prosecuted. When Allison Carter's video surfaced, the online community responded with a mix of compassion for her and concern for the broader implications of her claims. Many expressed outrage at the alleged mistreatment she described, but it wasn't until another video emerged that the true scope of her allegations began to sink in.
Watching an episode called Pig Night, when I went, they tried to feed us, and I remember it because when
Pig
you
night.
have to do
Say what?
orders, jobs like that, you don't eat. You're not allowed to eat. You actually have to starve yourself, because when you have to do those type of jobs, you can't eat because you will throw up.
Really?
If you are doing, or if you are a guy doing sex, you will shit everywhere.
Oh boy.
When this happens, your parents will get mad at you. Really mad at you. And if that is a fetish for someone, they use that to their advantage. So if you throw up on someone, you will have to eat it. If you shit on someone, you will have to lay in it. There are celebrities that are a constant visit. And when they're a constant visit, these celebrities have a contract with the Playboy. Depending on what location they're at, either way it goes, but especially when they're a known celebrity, they have contracts. So it kind of keeps them safe. If there's a Playboy bunny that leaves, they're not allowed to tell who they had sex with, who was there, who was a frequent bunny, who was a member, or frequent John, who was a member. You're not allowed to. Technically, when you work at the Playboy, when you work there.
In this clip, Allison delved deeper into the details of the infamous pig night parties, sparking renewed interest and online discussions. In the video, Allison alleged that attendees of these exclusive gatherings were required to sign contracts ensuring absolute secrecy about the activities that occurred. While she refrained from going into graphic details, her description painted a picture of deeply inappropriate and morally questionable conduct. This revelation led to a surge of online investigations, with people trying to piece together the true nature of these events. The term pig night quickly became a hot topic, and its association with disturbing rumors fueled a flurry of reactions across social media. Interestingly, pig night is not a new concept. Long before Diddy's current controversies or Allison's allegations gained attention, whispers about these exclusive events had been making the rounds. As online sleuths dug deeper, many began to revisit stories surrounding Hugh Hefner and his infamous Playboy Mansion, which has long been rumored to host wild, no-holds-barred gatherings.
Every Thursday night, Hefner had two bring up 5 or 6 girls each in their cars.
It was girls that they would pick up on Sunset Strip. At that time, Sunset Boulevard was a very big prostitution place. That's where you went to pick up somebody.
It was called Pig Night, but we as butlers were always told, do not call them pigs. This was Hefner's term for them. I don't know why he called them pigs.
For decades, the mansion was synonymous with celebrity indulgence, secrecy, and scandal. But the extent of what went on behind closed doors remains unclear. According to reports, the term pig night allegedly referred to themed gatherings where certain guests were invited for unrestricted, hedonistic celebrations. While some accounts describe these as extravagant social events for the rich and famous, others suggest they occasionally crossed ethical lines. Allison's claims have reignited these discussions, prompting questions about whether such events still occur in Hollywood's elite circles and what the implications are for those involved. As people reflect on these stories, one thing is clear. The alleged culture of excess and unaccountability within certain powerful circles deserves greater scrutiny. Whether or not every claim can be substantiated, Allison's bravery in speaking out highlights the need to reevaluate how industries like entertainment safeguard against potential abuses of power. As investigations into Allison Carter's allegations deepened, people stumbled upon revelations that seemed to lend weight to her claims. Among the discoveries was a statement from Stefan Tettenbaum, a former butler to Hugh Hefner, who offered insights into his time working at the Playboy Mansion. Tettenbaum's account painted a picture of disturbing excesses and activities that went far beyond the public image of glamorous parties. Tettenbaum alleged that his duties included cleaning and sterilizing various items used during the infamous pig night gatherings, where Hefner reportedly hosted parties with escorts for his exclusive circle of friends. According to Tettenbaum, the cleaning process was meticulous, with the items being stored in a hidden compartment above Hefner's bed. He added that Hefner, more often than not, would refrain from participating directly, instead choosing to observe from a distance, accompanied by his favorite snacks. Tettenbaum's account has drawn attention not only for its shocking content, but also for its striking parallels to recent allegations against other industry figures. Notably, some online sleuths have pointed out similarities between Tettenbaum's claims about Hefner and allegations that have been leveled against Diddy. Reports suggest that Diddy has been accused of exhibiting similar preferences, opting to observe others during intimate encounters rather than participating himself. This narrative mirrors claims made by Addie Jonathan, who alleged that he was paid to engage in intimate acts with Cassie while Diddy watched. The similarities between these stories have reignited discussions about the culture of unchecked power and excess in entertainment circles. These accounts, if true, point to a pattern of exploitative behavior that seems to transcend individuals, suggesting systemic issues that require thorough investigation. While the claims remain allegations at this point, they underscore the importance of holding those in influential positions accountable for their actions and fostering a culture where victims feel empowered to speak out. Hugh Hefner's former butler, Stefan Tettenbaum, shared another unsettling detail from his time at the Playboy Mansion. The intimate encounters that took place were allegedly recorded. Cameras hidden in Hefner's bedroom reportedly captured every interaction, creating a library of footage. However, these recordings were not solely for personal use or voyeuristic purposes. According to Tettenbaum, Hefner used them as leverage against his associates, ensuring their silence about the activities that occurred within the infamous Holmby Hills estate. This claim resonates disturbingly with allegations leveled against Diddy in recent lawsuits and investigations. Reports suggest that Diddy may have employed similar methods, using recordings to maintain control over those within his circle. The parallels between these practices raise serious questions about the abuse of power and privacy within entertainment's elite circles. Tettenbaum also alleged that the environment at the Playboy Mansion was rife with exploitation and mistreatment, with accounts of domineering behavior and disrespectful treatment toward Hefner's girlfriends and associates. While these accounts are deeply troubling, they also echo allegations made against Diddy, including an incident involving Cassie at a hotel, which added weight to ongoing claims of manipulation and coercion. Allison Carter's allegations about the pig night parties, initially dismissed by skeptics, are now gaining traction. The similarities between her claims and Tettenbaum's account suggest that such exploitative behavior has been a long-standing issue within the entertainment industry. A growing number of people are beginning to see the connections, voicing their support for Allison and recognizing the severity of her claims. One online user summarized the sentiment, stating, "Hugh Hefner created a disgusting culture of control and exploitation, and it seems like Diddy is just following his blueprint." With public concern growing, the narrative is shifting toward broader accountability. The response to Allison Carter's allegations has been overwhelming, with countless online users expressing sympathy and demanding justice. Emotional statements have flooded social media, with comments like, "You can tell she's both scared, embarrassed, and traumatized when she's speaking. Prayers are needed for this soul to heal." Another user questioned the justice system, writing, "Why is Diddy the only one in jail? They need to start arresting some of these people. I don't understand what the holdup is." Supporters are not only standing with Allison, but also questioning the broader culture of exploitation in Hollywood. One heartfelt comment read, "I will never support Hollywood again, poor girl. May God wrap his arms around her and hold her tightly." These reactions underscore the public's growing demand for accountability. Adding to the discussion, a commenter shared knowledge about the so-called pig night parties, stating, "I've read many books written about the Playboy Mansion and the parties thrown there. Wednesday nights were absolutely called pig night, where they would bring in paid help and have them do unspeakable things. Rumor is, Mr. Hef took part too. I grew up seeing Playboy as this exclusive club for the beautiful and rich, only to find out many years later how bad it was." As more voices join the conversation, many are left wondering, are Allison Carter's claims about pig night credible? And if so, what does this reveal about the entertainment industry's darker corners? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates on this unfolding story. See you on the next one.